All right, so I'm addressing my last two videos about Hasan. Before we get started, guys, I'd like to ask you guys to please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. So last week, I made two videos about Hasan Piker. One was titled, Hasan is an intellectually dishonest person, and the other one, I believe, was titled, I hate Hasan Piker, or Hasan. So in the very first video, I was doing something different because I wanted to react to the content that Hasan put out. So for those of you who don't know, in greater context, the video was supposed to be about Hasan's opinion on intellectual property, because there's this thing going on right now with React YouTube and React channels where XQC, which is a large streamer, posts a lot of videos of his are just watching other people's contents. Now, this stuff is taken from his main stream. When he streams, they're clipped and then they're uploaded to YouTube as is. There's no transformation done to the videos whatsoever. He just puts them out there. And so what many people are arguing, and which I tend to agree with, him sitting in a corner, him sitting in front of his computer with his picture in the corner, watching a video that doesn't belong to him and not giving any reaction whatsoever, just sitting there and then uploading it to YouTube, is basically stealing content. You're not doing anything but literally re-uploading somebody else's content with your face in the corner. A lot of people have asked that he loves to do that with YouTube videos, but on his streams, he also watches movies where he doesn't give any commentary, but he'll never upload that stuff to YouTube. You know why? Because he knows that the big studios would copyright strike him and probably sue him for doing so. So Hasan's opinion was that he doesn't think that what XQC is doing is wrong. And the reason why he doesn't think that what XQC is doing is wrong is because he himself does it, and he has done it in the past. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys a clip where he says he has gotten a lot better at not doing that, and what he does now is play clips of his friends' videos, and then H3 tells him, you have no permission to do that with my videos, by the way.
I myself have absolutely been someone who has broken some of those boundaries, but I usually try to.
Which boundaries did you break?
One of the things is, I think you'll agree with this as well, is just like, don't leave the video running when you get up.
100%.
To go pee.
Yeah, you can't
That's
do
like
that.
pretty basic stuff.
You stopped doing that?
I only do it with, I usually only do it with my videos that I know are from my friends, like Noah Samson, Second Thought, things like that. And it's
you do not have my permission to walk away from my videos.
For the record, I'm not actually walking away for any extended period of time. Like,
but that's what he literally does. Sometimes, you know, Hasan streams for 8 hours at a time. Sometimes he needs to go use the restroom, and then he'll put on a video and then just let it run and then upload it to YouTube and call it reaction. But his stuff on YouTube is heavily edited. He does say that in the video as well. I will admit I was a bit angry, and I don't want to say that I hate Hasan. I personally don't know Hasan. I don't watch his stream, but based on the clips that I've seen, I am not a fan of his views. This was one of the comments that was addressed to me in the comment section of my video that I would like to address. This person says, your reactions aren't transformative enough. You can barely call it shallow. You admit to watching his content, and later you speak on it as if you do watch. I think he meant to say you admit to not watching his content, and then that I speak on it as if I watch it. I remiss even posting to give you traction, but somebody's got to let you know. This is some bottom feeder kind of reporting. You literally got mad at this man for pissing. What up, Jeff Bezos? So I'm going to address this comment. I don't watch Hasan. I'm not a fan. I'm not going to pretend to be a fan of Hasan or that I've seen his content. I have seen clips. Like, it's not me just saying this to say it. It's because I've seen it. Not because I watch his content, but because in doing research for the video and seeing many clips on Twitter of people posting him literally doing so, I was able to come to the conclusion that he in fact does do this. It's not a hard thing to find. You said my reactions aren't transformative enough, but I believe in this video, I actually spoke more than what they spoke, and I get it. I also said in the video, it wasn't lost on me what I was doing for that video. I was literally doing the exact same kind of concept that they do, which is they sit there and just watch and then react with their face in the corner. But I actually gave my commentary. And I said that the reason Hasan feels like what XQC isn't doing wrong is because he's a socialist. which Hasan openly says that he is a socialist. And socialists don't believe that their stuff belongs to them. It belongs to everyone. Quote unquote, the means of production belong to the workers, right? And his excuse for also not thinking that what XQC was doing is wrong is that people do it to him all the time.
I do not care about IP in the same way that you do. We have differing opinions on it.
You think that you should be able to take people's videos and re-upload them wholesale?
Well, not necessarily. I think
not necessarily.
I think you should still abide by certain standards, but overall, I don't really care. I don't really care if someone rips my IP.
No, but you're talking about IP law, or are you talking about what your preference is?
My personal preference is...
It doesn't matter if people do it to you. Breaking the law doesn't mean that we should get rid of the law, or that it should make it okay for people to break the law. Like, murder is already illegal. Hasan's point literally is saying murder already happens, so why should we care about murder? That's basically his stance. People do it to me, so I don't care, so the law shouldn't be like that. So just because you personally don't care doesn't mean that the law should change because you personally don't care, or it personally happens to you and it affects you negatively. That was the point I was trying to make. Then I made a second video about how much I hated Hasan. And this one also had some comments, just mainly one comment. This is kind of what made me want to actually make this video, because I believe my intro was literally, I hate Hasan. And so this person says, I'll be honest, I like Hasan and I don't know why you hate him so much. Frankly, I don't give enough of a fuck to scrounge your channel. Yes, that take from Hasan is slightly unhinged. You were right in criticizing the take. Your take is right, but I think you fail to understand where he's coming from or the reason he said that. That is just speculation, so correct me if I'm wrong. I've only watched Asmongold's take on this topic. Media, in a sense, likes to sensationalize the stories for clicks and reactions. In this particular circumstance, it could be a net negative to creators online, including you. There's too much nuances in this situation, and I'd love to talk about them more and just have a good conversation. Great style of video making though. Straight to the point, great editing, great overall. But I just put your bias aside when doing topics like this. Have a great day. Thank you. You have a great day as well if you ever watch this video. This is what actually made me make this video, addressing both those videos. So he's right, I came from a place of emotion. Those two videos I have recorded in the same day. If you go back and watch, you can see I'm literally wearing the same shirt. That's what I do. I record in advance and then I put the videos out later in the week, because I have a life and I can't just make content every day. Like, I can't just sit there and do reaction videos every day. Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, something breaks this morning, there's no way I'm gonna have a video out by tonight or the next day. But yes, I came at him from a place of emotion, and that's why I said at the beginning of this video, I hate Hasan. I don't know Hasan, but his point was wrong. The point he was making in the second video that I made about Hasan was that the media over sensationalizes certain topics to drive clicks. The video was literally about an old man who's in his 60s that got robbed for a bunch of product in his store and also got assaulted in New York during the Kai Cenat riots of New York. And Hasan basically dismissed it, saying, why are they over sensationalizing him losing $3 worth of Doritos?
And his whole kiosk was ransacked. All the ships were broken and pulled apart. Things were taken off of it. And he was saying that he was injured because he was trying to stop the kids, and they hit his head, his neck, his back. The gentleman is in his 60s. And, you know, he was talking to EMTs that were there and talking to the police that were there, giving them a report of what happened. But, you know, a totally just innocent victim in all this, that he was just doing his job, going about his day, and his business got ransacked there. But from where we are here, you know, it does that the officer of circumventing them in that sense. And it from my perspective, that's...
I despise local media, dude. There you go. There is no better representation of how dog water local media is, and how much they exacerbate like narratives that you see on Fox News. What role they play in the boomer reactionary pipeline. Local media talking about $3 worth of Doritos, like, you know, there was a bank run or some shit. Like, also want to make it seem like, you know, this is a riot that was completely out of control.
My point was, you're able to say that while you sit in your $2 million mansion in LA, right, where you don't even have to leave your house to get your food. All you do is sit on the computer and react, and I wouldn't even call it reacting, because even in that video, he said that the media over sensationalizes this stuff. But if you look at that video, he wasn't even looking at that video. So he was just hearing what the news was saying, but wasn't actually looking at the actual damage that was being done to that man's store. So I called him correctly, because this is what he is. He is a socialist. That isn't actually a socialist. He is a socialist for his audience. He doesn't actually believe the things that he says he believes. Because if he believed the things that he says he believes, he wouldn't have a $2 million mansion. He's for the worker, but not for that guy that just got beat and lost a bunch of his products, which is what he uses to sell, to put food on the table for his family, to make a living. I don't know what else to say. Hasan was dead wrong on the take. And the guy that commented, I appreciate your comment. The other guy chewed me out. I actually got a bunch of dislikes on all the videos, which doesn't really bother me. I believe the first video literally only got nothing but dislikes. I stopped checking it after a while, because I was like, well, this video is universally disliked, because I guess people see it as hypocritical, because I was doing the exact same thing that I was criticizing Hasan and XQC for. So I totally understand. I'm gonna keep the video up. It is what it is. I own up to my mistakes. But my point overall about Hasan is that I don't like his politics. I don't know him as a person. For all I know, he's a nice guy, but I don't like his politics. And he's a socialist that doesn't actually believe in socialism for himself. It's socialism for thee, but not for me. He's a millionaire who doesn't have to step out of his house to do anything. He can have all his stuff done, yet he's shitting on this guy who just got beat up by some rioters in New York. So, bad take. But overall, that's all I've got for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for understanding. Moving forward, I will take your advice. I will be more conscious of how I approach topics. I shouldn't let them get to my head the way they did, or, you know, make me react in the way that I did, especially about a person that I personally don't even know and honestly don't give a about. I'm literally just making content to make content. I'm doing what makes me happy, but I don't give a about Hasan or none of those guys that make videos and talk like him and act like him. That's all I got for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and follow me on social media. The links are always in the description down below. And if you enjoyed this video, check out these other videos right here on the screen. See you guys on the next one. Peace.